This video is going to discuss some strategies for when we have pain sitting and working for a long time. So when we're sitting, there's a certain position that we assume, and usually our head is either upright or forward because we're looking at our screen. Our hips are going to be in this 90-90 position because that's how we sit. And our knees are going to be bent and our ankles are going to be bent. So it's important to reverse those positions that we're sitting in throughout the day to kind of give our joints a little bit of love or WD-40, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go through a couple strategies. The first strategy is to remember to get up and stretch. And when we're really busy and work takes over, it's really tough to actually stop work and get up. And it takes an incredible amount of self-discipline. So what I would recommend is setting a timer, and I just found one online. If you Google interval timer for 60-minute prompt, you should locate a free timer that you could just stick on your computer screen, and it'll go off every 60 minutes and it'll be a cue. No matter what you're doing, no matter how important it is, try to take that time to get up and stretch. If it's a simple type of stretch, then it will be more doable and you'll stick to it better. If you try to take too long of a break or accomplish too much, then you're just gonna feel like you're not getting as much done at work. So I'm gonna show you a couple strategies. So the first strategy is to set a timer. Second strategy is to stretch out your upper back. So the way you're gonna do this is just bring your hands behind your head. And if your chair is really tall, it's not gonna be possible to do this. You should try to find a chair that's shorter, but you're just gonna come and arch back over your chair like this. And it feels so good. So your head shouldn't come back, your elbows should come back and arch. And if you want to, you can even bring your arms straight up and come all the way back and kind of squeeze your ears with your arms and extend all the way backwards. So you can see that's an opposite position from being forward. Another one is getting up, and since our hips are in flexion, actually getting them into extension. So coming up, bringing our hips to the wall and back again. Hips to the wall and back, and doing 5 or 10 of those. And another strategy can be doing a hip stretch. So if we can put our chair against the wall, and see if you can see this. Okay, so the chair is against the wall. I'm holding onto both handles. I'm bringing one foot up, and I'm just going to do a deep lunge and stretch out the back thigh. So you should feel this in the back thigh. Can do it again like this. Stretch out the back thigh like this. Okay, so that covers the neck, the hips, the back. Now, the arms, usually you're down, not up. So another good stretch is to take the arms and bring them over our shoulders here. So it's kind of like a 90-degree position, and you can hold the elbow on both sides and bring it up over your head, and your hand kind of wants to go in. So I would kind of twist your arm so that it goes out, like that position. And then you're just gonna push it back a little bit, gently, but just kind of getting that overhead arm mobility can take a lot of pressure off of our neck and shoulders. So again, I'm going to do it on this side. My hand wants to go in. I'm going to push it out using my thumb on my forearm, keeping it there. I'm just going to go like this. And if you don't like any of those, another good stretch to do when you're sitting is to do this kind of a stretch where you're on your hands and knees, kind of like a child's pose, except instead of going back on your heels, you can simply just keep your hips up in the air and bring your forehead down to the floor. And it feels so good just to stretch the upper back like that. You can hold it there for 30 seconds or come up and come down and back up again. Lastly, some tricks I've learned over the years. Drink a gallon of water a day and it'll force you to go to the bathroom and get up out of your chair. That's the worst case scenario if the alarm doesn't work and you don't end up getting up out of your chair. Making sure you get up during the day just to do stuff. Try to schedule a Zoom meeting that's a walk and talk Zoom meeting if you have back-to-back Zoom meetings all day. So any of those strategies can help, but our bodies love to move. Sitting is the new smoking. You don't want to sit for more than 30 to 60 minutes at a time. And you really want to do vigorous activity in between. So in addition to stretching, do a few jumping jacks, go out and sprint in the parking lot, and then come back and sit in your seat. Your body loves to move. All right, hopefully that was helpful.